Yeah, it messed up. So. Yeah, so back here with another one. I mean, I know it's probably kind of well, and like, right, and this. Well, what am I saying, bro? I don't even know how to get it out.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Texans in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. They come out here in the I. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Deion Sams is tight end, the intended target. But now it's third and goal.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Fitzpatrick on first down. Washington's got it. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
That right now,
all right, y'all, my fault.
team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
With it is Brown. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over.
My fault, y'all, man. Alright, my fault. I'm
First
done.
and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I don't got this account set up on my computer.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray flush to his right. Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Michelle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I might have a couple losses.
And it's Michelle once again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this.
Oh, good luck with that.
Oh, my goodness. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I had 3 points. Fight.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Still the game. This Devin McCourty. Yeah, McCourty. Something like that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The players on your team quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Get ready, dog.
Landing on the track. I took the hard way. Somebody else. Billy. I just did Colin Murray.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs on the head, all being moved in frenzy. The blends be all the white, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin'
Hold up, how come back with this? See, I got losses, 5 losses because my little brother came ahead in the playing game. And he skipped ahead, and then he skipped me ahead 5 losses. So, yeah, it wasn't my fault, but hey. So, he said, man, did you see it, man?
all about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
I'm about to involve some of Michelle more.
The kings of all crown. You ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip to the Colts game. So like, I don't like. My fault for stretching down on the stream, but yeah, I just don't feel like doing that right now. Like, I just don't like waiting. So like, I just like going ahead and doing stuff like right then. You know what I mean? Alright, hold up.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool. Close encounter of what kind?
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Can you rock it like rocket fuel?
I'm gonna do the training. Start training.
An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected based on your weekly opponent tendencies. Change your game plan anytime before starting.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Alright.
Each week you can focus. Once you've made your game plan, choose to start training and head down to the...
I'm just regular training. It's like, I don't know why, but like, I just like regular training. But yeah, like, subscribe, and I mean, I keep doing it. Like, I keep trying to put more videos out for y'all. Just like, subscribe. Yeah, and
bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta
just
get better.
play. Kiddied. What? Just never mind. I ain't never done this before, but I don't like it. Hold up, no, skip tutorial. Yeah, skip. Skip it. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. No. We'll just go start and play the game.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
I'm tired. I mean, some people might not like that, like, I changed the other teams' uniforms or nothing. I mean, sorry if you don't like it, but I just like, you know, having what I like, kind of. I like the red socks and everything. Or like, why did I get, you know. The other pants. There's some all red socks. Come on, I just have. I have my. No, I do white. Why do I like stuff so simple so hard?
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And he breaks it all the way out. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
I don't. Antonio Brown, I kind of, like, I don't like him like that. Because, like, he already don't, like, what's the name? If y'all know the YouTuber Destroying. Shout out Destroying.
Throwing now is Murray.
Yeah.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
All the other.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Open man is Sims. He's got it. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Houston. Deion Sims, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone from your tight end.
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you earlier. I got Von Miller in here.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I might.
On second down, it's Murray. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
I think the next thing is I might just play on that.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. The 20, 10. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific...
What am I doing that? I'm going to stop playing
career to this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here.
Yeah, I'm about to try to game change it. Oh, it's on rookie the whole time. That's why I'm dominating them. Well, let me go back and change it to pro. It's the only reason I'm beating these teams. That's why. So he changed my settings.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
Pro.
Big numbers.
Yeah.
Big numbers.
Pro.
Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, like we keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, full of poison guard. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team got it, that's a big number. Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
I mean,
Man can't ball like this, man. Lord,
correct me if I'm
pass a
wrong.
big skin when he stretch a disc, man. So I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your
Oh yeah,
fifth
in
grade.
comment, I will respond.
Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up
Yeah, I
like she
will
like, girl, you can count
respond
on
to
him.
comments and everything.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the
Yeah,
board like
I'll stop talking and just play. In case y'all was getting annoyed by me talking or my voice.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
I'm not gonna
I'll see you again at
keep
halftime as we
talking,
preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This fielded at the 2. Shreds the tackle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first carry for Latavius Murray. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on. Get away and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th.
Hold up. Let me see. How my back itches. Alright, so I'm taking Antonio Brown out. Put Thomas in. Peace, Brown. Peace, bye-bye.
Down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Murray now. The throw taken in by Sims. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Thomas, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 52. Watch 52. 52 is the light. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Block. Shut up.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked on by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
How are they doing this, bro?
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller, his second sack of the night.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. He even stepped out. My fault for like calling it. Like, I'm gonna just see if he even stepped out. I mean, I know I ain't supposed to root for them, but like, I just. His foot ain't touch out of bounds. I don't think. I mean, it's close, but I want to see where it touched that. It's just saving the top of the grass. I mean, I think. I just, like, it looked pretty cool sometimes. Just a replay stuff.
They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Now here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
Why did my lineman dive like that?
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. It's complete to Grant. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ryan Grant.
What? Oh, wait. He caught it right there, right? Boom. Oh, cause his shoes touched him. Oh, what? I'm
His
really
14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
I gotta step up.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Murray now on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And Charles, when you start...
What? I barely hooked. Y'all look at that. Look. Barely hooked it in there on the camera. It's finally video it on my phone. Put it on Snapchat. 62-yard field goal. Yes, sir.
62-yard field goal. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that too. Whoo. Hot rod. Rodrigo Blankenship.
Talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Sony Michel, his sixth touchdown of the season. As they are
I know y'all probably don't like it. Like when I pause it or nothing or replay it, my apologies. Just let me know if you don't like it or not. I mean, if you like it, thank you. See, I'm just like to see what he did, because like that was a phenomenal run. They've been shutting me down the whole game. He broke what, 2 tackles right there. That's the bro. Yeah, 2 tackles. Good blocking. Good.
Extra point away now from tying this football game. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
Good.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That was second down run for Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
More safe instead of
So
trying
they'll
to
come
force the
up
ball
first and 10 now from the 33.
Instead of trying to force it, I gotta get
Murray.
Oh,
And
how?
to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That's not a ride.
On second down now, it's Murray.
Go for him for
And
a ride.
running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, but I'm going to be quiet in case I'm annoying in the area also.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him.
That was a good run by my quarterback, Kyler Murray. See, I could have passed this, just like, I mean, they're already winning, but like,
First down.
I thought y'all, yeah, I'm gonna have.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give to Michelle running right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Grocery store or something like that.
On second and 11 now. Murray being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker. Quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deion Sims. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They're doing good.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Latavius Murray getting set to go again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This is Murray.
All the people right there just watching here.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. Now a desperate desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Murray to throw. This is caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 13. 23 seconds to go. That's caught out left by Perriman. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mahomes now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Thank y'all for
Charles, in this
watching
one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter
I know I
coming
said
into
a
it
lot.
neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. Yes, I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Peace.